10 years ago, Honda gave the automotive world a moving target, the Honda Accord. Since then, car makers the world over have taken their best shots at hitting the combination of engineering, workmanship, performance, and price. They've all missed.
She's an incurable flirt. Makes the world's most amazing Mississippi mud pie. Then there's her legs. Lisa's legs.
Silk Reflections pantyhose. They shimmer, hug, and tease. The silkiest Hanes ever.
And her encyclopedic knowledge of baseball.
Silk Reflections pantyhose. The silkiest, most inspiring Hanes ever.
Good food is an expression of love, and now you can make food that tastes as if you cooked all day with Sharp's Carousel Convection Microwave. It's not just fast, it's perfect. It turns to cook evenly. It browns beautifully. For people with more love than time, Sharp Microwaves. From sharp minds come sharp products.
Green Bay, Wisconsin, 20 below. The last place you'd want to be with a cold, unless you're the Green Bay Packer backers. So we asked them to try Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine.
That stuff just cleared out my head.
Should have found it a long time ago. Got rid of my aches and pains.
Tried up my runny nose. At Alka-Seltzer Plus, that's all I ever needed.
8 of every 10 Packer backers who tried it switched to Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Fast, effective relief for tough winter colds.
Never Say Never Again. Tonight's ABC's Sunday night movie will continue in a moment.
A sports update brought to you by Volvo. Now from ABC News in Washington, Dan Lovett.
Good evening. Greta Weitz of Norway won her 8th New York City Marathon today. Weitz, who has lost only once in New York, drew away from the field midway through the course. In the men's race, Gianni Poli of Italy was the upset winner. Now this.
If you're really serious about safety, maybe you should buy a Volvo instead.
In the NFL, the Denver Broncos took a big step toward the AFC West title. The Jets moved to 8-1. They lead the AFC East, 2 games ahead of the victorious Patriots. And the Redskins won in overtime to stay tied in the NFC East with the New York Giants. The Giants beat the Cowboys with 181 yards from Joe Morris. More later on the ABC News Weekend Report.
What do you want in an Ohio State treasurer? You want experience. Jeff Jacobs has experience as a state legislator, assistant to Mayor Voinovich, with master's degrees in finance and urban planning from Ohio's finest universities. As a businessman, Jeff Jacobs is revitalizing Cleveland's waterfront and creating over 1,500 new jobs.
Jeff Jacobs has proven he knows how to use our money to create jobs. That's why we need him as Ohio State Treasurer.
Jeff Jacobs for Ohio Treasurer.
This man is paying the price for stealing your tax dollars. And he's not alone. Since 1975, when Tom Ferguson became state auditor, Ferguson has uncovered thousands of schemes aimed at ripping off taxpayers. People are spending time in jail for welfare fraud, Medicaid fraud, and government corruption. Tom Ferguson has made a difference. Re-elect Tom Ferguson, auditor.
Boston blacks who want their own city. Donahue from Boston.
And now we continue with Never Say Never Again.
When Mazda asked me if I'd like to take some hot laps in one of their RX-7 race cars, they didn't have to ask twice. Whew, I'm telling you, nothing pours out power as smoothly as a rotary engine. It makes for a great race car and a great sports car. This RX-7 also has one of the most advanced suspension systems in the world. It loves to be driven hard. Check it out. But don't blame me if you start hating what you're driving now.
Want to take it out again, Mr. Garner?
Like I said, you don't have to ask me twice.
The eye is sensitive to light. That's why we make the GE Soft White. An ordinary frosted bulb has a hot spot. It doesn't have the high diffusion coating of the GE Soft White, the light that's sensitive to the needs of the human eye.
Well, what's for lunch? Let's see. I could have a McDLT or a Whopper from Burger King. The McDLT is fried, and a fried burger tastes, well, fried. The Whopper is plain broiled, so it tastes more like a backyard barbecue. And they'd like to serve the McDLT their way, but hey, I get a Whopper fixed my way. Well, the way I see it, I'll have a Whopper, please.
This is a Burger King town. We know how burgers should be.
Fuji Videotape presents Tender Moments.
Everyone has a favorite love scene on TV. Now, we'll always have Paris. Oh, Mindy, oh, wow.
Don't worry, Nell. I shall protect you.
Ow, watch it.
Jeez, Edith, were you stifled there?
Oh, Kermit.
GPUE, I got a show to do. I'm going to see my sweetie, Olive.
Wow, baby, you're the greatest.
Live your favorite love scenes over again on Fuji Videotape and put the good stuff on the good stuff.
In the Army, we do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day.
Hey, First Sergeant. Good morning.
Wednesday, Larry's under the weather.
The Wolfbane is for your runny nose. The pumpkin mold is for your cough. And the garlic just makes you feel good all over.
And Balky's got the cure.
I have been asleep for 3 days.
Perfect Strangers. Then,
Does Mr. Moore know? I don't do bad news.
do the kids know something Charlie doesn't?
Good morning.
Goodbye.
Head of the class, right after Perfect Strangers. Wednesday.
In millions of homes, millions of people aren't just brushing. They're using Listerine because it reduces plaque by up to 50% over brushing alone to fight plaque and bad breath. For better oral hygiene, millions use Listerine.
All of these cough syrups treat a cough with exactly the same ingredient. Only Benylin has the powerful cough suppressant diphenhydramine, recommended by doctors for over 30 years. Benylin, our strength is your relief.
Due to advanced technology, this radio can play 31 hours longer than a year ago.
Right. The difference is in the electronics.
Wrong. The difference is in the batteries.
The batteries? What kind you got in here?
Energizers, the supercharged battery.
31 more hours?
Yes, 31 more hours from one set of supercharged Energizers.
So that's what they mean by supercharged.
Today, no battery in the world outlasts the supercharged Energizer.
You know, life's too short to worry about impressing other people. I mean, have you ever been really impressed by a person's credit card? What matters about a credit card is how it impresses me. MasterCard gives me what I want, and anything is possible. It goes where I want to go. Could be Timbuktu. When I want, day or night. Don't talk to me about impressions. Give me possibilities. MasterCard. Master the possibilities.
I always thought the Mazda SE5 was a good deal because it comes standard with just a ton of stuff. But catch this. Now Mazda's throwing in a bed liner, mud guards, sliding rear window, floor mats, even an AM/FM stereo at no extra charge. It's the SE5 Plus 5, and it's one truck deal that's too good to pass up. But if for some reason $650 worth of extra features at no extra charge doesn't get you out of your chair, don't come crying to me after it's over.
Never Say Never Again, starring Sean Connery, will continue in a moment. Wednesday.
I'm not playing, Dex.
We used to play very well together.
Mr. Carrington is a convicted felon.
Bail is denied.
I'm giving you a chance to save your neck.
Look out for your own neck. You're about to hang yourself. Dynasty. Then, was it murder?
Billy's arrest has been almost as hard on you as it's been on him.
Or a setup?
Griffin is finished here. Billy's still part of this hotel, Charles, and so am I.
Hotel, after Dynasty.
Wednesday.
Don't vote. Why bother? I'll tell you why. If we stay home on Election Day, we give our votes to those folks who put on the negative political advertising we've seen too much of.
And something else, you know, a lot of brave people have given their lives to make sure we still have the right to determine our own future. So whether Republican, Democrat, or Independent, we must get out and vote on Election Day. That's the least we can do to keep faith with them. So join us.
Let's vote.
Oh, I love butter.
It's not butter.
Of course it's butter.
Nope. No cholesterol.
Nothing tastes as good as butter.
It just tastes like butter, but has absolutely no cholesterol.
I've been eating butter 48 years and
47 and a half. For 6 months you've been eating...
I can't believe it's not butter.
That's the name.
If you love butter, but hate cholesterol, try I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. It's flavored with sweet cream buttermilk for real butter taste.
And you won't believe it's not butter.
These are the people of the 13th District. The farmer, the steelworker, the councilman, the businessman, the senior citizen. People Congressman Don Pease has helped. People Don Pease has helped get a loan, be retrained for a job, rebuild a harbor, save a business, and receive Social Security. People like you and me. Not powerful people, but the people Don Pease represents. Don Pease delivers for the 13th District.
Guardian angel Lisa Sliwa teaches self-defense for women on Monday.
And now we continue with Never Say Never Again.
Information is in the hands of just a few. You're at their mercy. You play by their rules. But at AT&T, we think people should be in control, not machines. So we're working to combine computers and communications to make everything about information easy. So you can get the right information to the right people. In the right form, at the right time, anywhere in the world. As easy as using the telephone. AT&T, the right choice.
The left lane of the German Autobahn has no speed limit. Once in it, drivers test each other and their cars. But when the weather turns nasty, and the road gets slick, and cars with less traction pull aside, then the left lane belongs to Audi. If it rains where you live, you're ready for an Audi.
I'm David Hartman on Safari in Africa. This week we'll see animals living in the wild, meet a doctor who must fly to her patients, a woman who's dedicated her life to elephants. We'll see gorillas like we've never seen them before. Safari in Africa this week on Good Morning America.